Thousands of North Korean soldiers have reportedly arrived in Russia's western Kursk region, where they are expected to join an upcoming counteroffensive against Ukrainian forces, according to U.S. officials.
북한군 수천 명이 러시아 서부 쿠르스크 지역에 도착한 것으로 알려진 가운데 이들은 우크라이나군을 상대로 곧 있을 반격 작전에 합류할 것으로 보인다고 미국 정부 당국자가 밝혔습니다. Tell us more.
Yeah, so obviously this is a developing situation, a very sensitive situation. What we do know right now, if we look at the facts here, according to anonymous officials from Ukraine and the U.S., North Korean troops, they've yet to enter the fight, actual fighting, and it's not really clear yet what role they will play in this battle, but for weeks there's been speculation from both South Korea, Ukraine, all over the world, that North Korean soldiers were actually training alongside Russian soldiers, and they've actually been flown over into the western part of Russia aboard these military transport planes, and they've been driven into the battle zone. But if you look at the history, North Korean troops, they haven't really fought an active battle since the 1950s. There are questions about the capabilities of even its elite units. This unit is supposed to be one of the most elite from North Korea, but they're going to have some challenges like language, the terrain that they're unfamiliar with, and customs. Maybe fighting alongside Russian soldiers. So we'll have to see what happens here.
This, as you said, is a developing story or a developing situation. 진행 중인 상황이다. 지금 종결된 뉴스가 아니고요. 계속해서 진행 중이고 또 변화가 일어날 수 있는 그런 상황이기 때문에 저희가 일단은 알고 있는 데까지만 전해드릴 수밖에 없죠. 이렇게 전해진다라고 할 때 영어로는 reportedly.
Yeah, if something is reportedly, it's according to reports. A report, a detailed explanation or an account or a statement, for example, a news report. So if something is happening reportedly, we don't know exactly for sure, but based on reports, this is what we know. And I do have breaking news that just came in. The foreign ministers and defense ministers of the U.S. and South Korea will be meeting later this week in Washington, reportedly.
Yes. Foreign ministers,
and defense ministers.
그리고 defense ministers는 what's the word for it in Korean?
국방.
국방. 네, that's right. Thank you very much. 네, 국방부. 네, 그리고 외교부에서 한미 회의가 이제 곧 열릴 거군요. 이 관련해서 아마 이번 주 내에 열릴 것으로 그렇게 전해지고 있답니다. Reportedly, this meeting will take place between the different ministries of South Korea and the United States. So reportedly라는 거는 100% 확실하진 않지만 이렇다고 한다라는 뜻이죠. So unless I know 100% that this is true, unless I was there when they were saying it, or unless North Korea said it themselves to make it 100% clear, we can only say this is what we heard.
Right.
It's
so
reportedly.
You're in a way, you're indirectly quoting another news report or outlet. And I use this word very often when I haven't been able to check my sources. But if I'm going to quote another report, I'll say reportedly. So that's a way to cover my sort of statement there.
뭐 뉴스에서는 뭐 상당히 많이 쓰이는 단어입니다. 부사고요. A reportedly said this. B reportedly did that. 이런 식으로 얘기를 하죠. 자, counteroffensive, what's that?
Yeah, so if we break this down, an offensive in noun form is a military attack or campaign. So a counteroffensive would be a large-scale military attack when you were previously on the defensive. So when you counter something, you respond or retaliate to it. There's a popular video game called Counter-Strike, where you strike when you were previously going backwards, you're going forwards now.
Yep. Offensive라는 게 이제 공격이라는 의미가 있다면 counteroffensive는 반격이 되겠죠. 그래서 counter something이라고 얘기를 하면은 뭔가를 내가 먼저 받았거나 당했기 때문에 그것에 대한 반격으로 한다는 의미로 보시면 될 것 같습니다.
Offensive can mean something else too, as an adjective, right? Something that's very, obnoxious or just it hurts your feelings, maybe. Yeah.
You can say that was a very offensive thing to say.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, well, here's the headline again. Thousands of North Korean soldiers have reportedly arrived in Russia's western Kursk region, but they are expected to join an upcoming counteroffensive against Ukrainian forces, according to US officials. Let's move on to the next headline.